play. Wilson gives Seahawks a puncher's chance. 0-4-8 with a depleted defense. Seattle's chances at staying competitive rest on Russell Wilson's shoulders, says Louis Riddick. 0-4-8 November 22, 2017. There's a pair of pretty clear frontrunners in the MVP race right now, but other than the position they play and the way they're playing it, our top two candidates don't have much in common. We know the Browns should draft a quarterback. But who else should? Will the Broncos finally snap their 6-game losing streak? And what should fans be thankful for? Our experts weigh in. The Patriots are still the class of the AFC. The Packers' season is off the rails. The Chiefs are, well, still trying to figure things out. Here's how all 32 teams are trending and how they stack up. Whether it's Josh Rosen, Sam Darnold or Josh Allen, the Browns need to use the no. One pick to finally secure the quarterback they have needed for years. One is 24 years old, the other is 40. One was the second overall pick in his draft, the other was the 199th. One wears green, the other blue. One has never played a playoff game, the other has won 5 Super Bowls. Yet it's the younger, less accomplished of the two who leads the pack at the moment. There are 6 games to go, which is a lot, and much can change. This time last year, Matt Ryan wasn't leading any MVP polls, and he kind of ran away with the thing. But at this moment, it's a top-player race. No one besides the top 2 guys received a single first or second place vote in this edition. And if they and the teams keep playing the way they're right now, there's no reason to expect that to change anytime soon. Methodology. Our panel of 12 experts nominated the top 5 candidates. First place votes are worth 5 points, second place votes worth 4, third place votes worth 3, fourth place votes worth 2 and fifth place votes worth 1. The top 5 finishers are highlighted in the following graphic. Full results can be found at the bottom. Top FIVE1. Carson Wentz, QB Philadelphia Eagles, regular season passing 190 for 318, 59.7%, 2,430 yards, 25 TDs, 5 in 70.9 total QB. Case for Wentz. He's the quarterback of the team with the best record and he leads the league in touchdown passes. That guy is always going to be a candidate, which is why Wentz received 8 of the 12 first-place votes and 4 second-place votes. There's not much to not like. He's making good decisions. Not turning the ball over can help with his legs when the play's not there downfield. You get the point. Coach Doug Peterson is nimbly altering the offense to fit its circumstances from week to week, sometimes quarter to quarter, and Wentz is in total command of it all. The case against Wentz, well, he's only 11th in passing yards and 9th in yards per attempt and, 30th in completion percentage. So there are some traditional stats that argue against his case if you're looking for a way to do that. But the only real reason not to vote for Wentz right now is if you think, as you quite reasonably can, that the next guy is playing better. Point 2. Tom Brady, QB New England Patriots, regular season passing 261 for 380, 68.7%, 3,146 yards, 22 TDs, 2 in 72.4 total QB. Case for Brady. The Patriots are 82, only one game worse than the Eagles, and the apparently indestructible 40-year-old Brady leads the league in passing yards and passer rating. He's second in yards per attempt behind Deshaun Watson, who sadly won't end up with enough attempts to qualify for that stat, and third in total QBR behind Watson and of course Case Keenum. Where's the Keenum love on this list? Brady's 22 touchdown passes are second only to Wentz, and of course he has thrown only 2 interceptions because he's a machine. Brady's always a candidate here, and this year is no exception. The case against Brady, there isn't one, other than the case for Wentz. Brady got the 4 first-place votes and 8 second-place votes that Wentz didn't get, and it's totally realistic to imagine him chasing down the kid for this award before it's all said and done. Point 3. Drew Brees, QB New Orleans Saints, regular season passing 244 for 341, 71.6%, 2,783 yards, 15 TDs, 5 in 60.3 total QB. Case for Brees. He leads the league in completion percentage at 71.6. which would tie the record set last year by Minnesota's Sam Bradford and be the fourth time in Brees' career that he finished a season at 70% or better. Bradford, Ken Anderson, Sammy Baugh, Steve Young and Joe Montana are the only others who have ever done that, and none of them more than once. Brees is comfortably top 5 for the season in yards per attempt, passer rating, yarder. The Saints are 82 and HES the quarterback and the star running backs are sharing the glory, so here he is. Case against Brees, I mean. Is he even the most valuable player on his own team? You could build a case that the Saints are winning because Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara are running the ball so well, or because Marshawn Lattimore, Cameron Jordan and the rest of the rejuvenated defense are dominating. Brees showed on Sunday against the Redskins that he'll still the man in the clutch when the Saints need him, but they haven't really needed him to be Drew Brees to win the games this year. 4. Russell Wilson, QB Seattle Seahawks regular season passing 236 for 377 62.6%, 2,801 yards, 21 TDs, 7 in 58.3 total QB case for Wilson. The Seahawks could very well be 0-1 without Wilson, no joke. Seattle has 3,676 yards of total offense so far this year. Wilson has accounted for 3,177 of them. That's 86.4% of the team's total yards either passing or rushing. He's the team's leading rusher by far, with 376 rushing yards to 208 for Chris Carson, who hasn't played since Week 4. Wilson has 2 of the Seahawks' 3 rushing touchdowns. Seattle has no offensive line and no run game. Its best receiver is the slot guy and its defense is now falling apart due to injury. There's no one in the league doing a higher percentage of his team's important work than Wilson is doing right now for the Seahawks. The case against Wilson Seattle is just 64, and if the season ended right now, the Seahawks would be in the playoffs. MVPs don't generally come from non-playoff teams, and while Wilson's numbers make him the unquestioned King Seahawk, they don't stack up all that well with the rest of the top quarterbacks in the league right now. He's 14th in total QBR, 10th in passer rating and 11th in yards per attempt. He does have 6 more touchdown passes than Brees, but the Saints are 2 games better, and that's the way these things go. 5. Antonio Brown, Pittsburgh Steelers regular season receiving 70 catches, 114 targets, 1,026 yards, 6 TDs. Case for Brown, he leads the league in catches, and is the only one so far with 70. He leads the league in receiving yards, and is the only one with over 1,000 so far. Only Houston's DeAndre Hopkins has more passing game targets. Only Hopkins, his teammate Will Fuller and Seattle tight end Jimmy Graham have more touchdown catches. Brown and Minnesota's Adam Thielen are tied for the league lead with 16 catches of at least 20 yards. Only Hopkins at 47 to Brown's 46 has more catches that have resulted in first downs. The Steelers are 82, have dealt with a bunch of confusion and internal turmoil this year, but Brown has been steady throughout. Except for that one thing with the water cooler in Baltimore. The case against Brown receivers don't win this award, and the reasons why are understandable. It's a position that is dependent on another position for production, and even if the quarterback isn't going to beat him out, there's traditionally a sense that running backs handle more of the dirty work. That might not be fair to Brown, who's as valuable as receivers come. But that's the way MVP voting goes, historically, and there's no doubt it hurts his chances that teammate Le'Veon Bell is the league's leading rusher and the league's 17th leading receiver with 49 catches of his own. Full results.